while the Congress party had historically wronged and sidelined the great legacy of the illustrious Sardar Patel, it is our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji who has rectified the historical sins of the Congress party and ensured that Sardar Patel's contribution has been given its rightful due and respect. For decades, the Congress party has been trying to suppress and repress the contributions of Sardar Patel. But it was only in 2014, after Narendra Modi ji was elected Prime Minister, for the first time ever, Sardar Patel's birth anniversary was celebrated as National Unity Day. And the Statue of Unity unveiled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is the world's tallest statue, and it is a sterling symbol of the sacrifice and contribution of the great Sardar Patel towards our nation's integrity and unity. And this Statue of Unity is also a great inspiration for the younger generations to come, not only in India, but throughout the world. Not just Sardar Patel, even Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, the Congress has always tried to insult their contribution towards the freedom movement and nation building. One would do well to remember that the portraits of Netaji and Ambedkar were never unveiled by the Congress in the Central Hall. It was only in 1978 for Netaji Bose and 1990 for Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, both by non-Congress governments, that the portraits of these great two leaders were unveiled in the Central Hall of Parliament. Take the case of the great Bhagwan Birsa Munda. The Congress never even mentioned about him. It was only Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji who has ensured that his birth anniversary is celebrated as Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. And Narendra Modi ji was the first ever Prime Minister to visit the birthplace of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. The Congress party's focus has always been to ensure that only one family was given the spotlight, and they tried to create a fake narrative that only the Nehru Gandhi dynasty was responsible for the country's freedom and the nation's development. This false concocted narrative has been shattered by Narendra Modi ji, who has ensured that the great leaders and even unsung heroes and heroines, we all know how Narendra Modi ji ushered in the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, where millions, crores of unsung heroines and heroines who sacrificed for a nation's freedom, their stories and sacrifices were brought to light and celebrated. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we are fortunate to have in you a great leader who understands and respects our history and the contribution and sacrifice of our leaders. And we thank you for honoring the legacy of Sardar Patel, Netaji Ambedkar and countless other unsung heroines and heroines of our freedom movement.